Thank you, Erica.
Thank you.
Welcome, Paul.
Well, Megan, it's good to be here.
It is great to have you here. Most people know you as Mother Fred of the Nun in the Rotary Club, and now you've kind of switched roles to becoming the author.
Yes, Mother Fred has written a book about Father Fred, her brother.
So tell us about the book. It sounds like it's a tremendous book with amazing things in it.
Well, I've been working on this book, Megan, for a little over 2 years, and it's just been a labor of love. As a writer, that's how I earned my living before I retired. And so it was like a hobby. It was like a wonderful hobby. And I met hundreds of people that were so gracious in sharing their stories with me. And it's a collection of really good stories from family, friends, neighbors, people who worked at the Father Fred Foundation.
Great.
It's 240 pages of really good stuff.
And you said gorgeous pictures, lots of interesting things, tidbits
Yes,
about him.
it's an oversized book so that we didn't have to shrink the pictures down so to make people squint.
Great. What was the most impressive thing about Father Fred as you've written the book, and what have you discovered about him?
Well, I feel like I've just spent 2 or 3 years with him, and that's been very inspirational for me on a personal basis. The most amazing thing is that while he made such an impact on this community, it would be easy to sanctify this man, especially now that he's been dead for nearly 12 years. But the thing that I found is that he was an astonishingly ordinary man. And that was my challenge in writing the book, to make sure that people knew that he was a very ordinary guy. And that's really what made him so effective in his work, because he appealed to everyone. He felt just as comfortable with the mental patients at the state hospital as he did with the millionaires who were donating.
Yeah, it's quite a unique ability, isn't it?
Yes, he had an astonishing ability for names and faces, and I think that when you have that kind of an ability to remember people, when you talk to him, he just made direct eye contact, and there was no one else in the room but you and him.
You talked about his doubt, that was also something that made him very human.
Yes, yes. He had some periods of extreme disappointment in his life, but just like you have, or I have, and your viewers have had, and he overcame those. And he didn't have anything inside of him that you don't have inside of you, or that I don't have inside of me, and it just made him tick. He had an insatiable capacity to give to people, and one of his mottos was, "If I have it and you need it, it's yours." Great.
Well, it sounds like a wonderful book, and I know it's been long in the making. So you have a big display at Horizon, I understand?
Yes, we have the front window down there, and
wonderful.
Books are selling pretty well down at Horizon.
Great, and you have a big event coming up. What's your website?
www.fatherfredbook.com. It's easy to remember.
Great. Well, thank you, Paul. Thank you so much, and thank you for writing the book about somebody we all admire and love.
Well, thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
And thanks for all the good work that the National Writers Series is doing. It's a wonderful asset for our community.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks so much.
If you'd like more information on author Paul Laporte or the National Writers Series, you can head over to our website, upnorthlive.com.